Hello, everybody. So today's show is going to be pretty good. I have a question. Are the Democrats planning on replacing Joe Biden with an Obama Clinton ticket for 2024? Uh, all these false flags, they're designed to keep attention away from Joe Biden while damaging him at the same time. And they also need to damage Trump as an attempt to get somebody like Desantis, Haley, Pompeo, or someone else not named Trump in there on the Republican side, uh, to make it easier for them because Joe Biden is a mess right now. So, right now they need chaos. Chaos is what they need. And if they can do that, they might be able to push through another candidate without having to explain how we ended up with Joe Biden, the shitbag. But before we continue, let's have a word from my sponsor. Today's video sponsor is CBD Gummies. Do you have chronic pain, anxiety, stress, or trouble sleeping? There's a natural remedy for that. Get relief up to 5 times faster with CBD Gummies. These gummies use a nanotechnology to get you relief within 15 minutes, as opposed to traditional CBD edibles that can take up to 30 minutes to 2 hours to kick in. This nanotechnology allows CBD to be absorbed by your stomach, entering your bloodstream and bypassing the process of metabolization. Get your CBD gummies today at kofefi.click/gummies. kofefi.click/gummies. Okay, so they're using false flags as a way to divert attention away from Joe Biden, who's a disaster, while using those same distractions or diversions uh, as a way to make him look bad. Now, when I say false flags, what am I talking about? First of all, a false flag doesn't mean it didn't happen, okay? It means it did happen, but it was planned and coordinated, set up, however the hell they managed to pull them off. Different false flags are carried out in different ways. But when I say false flags, I'm talking about things like shit. Still can't talk. China balloons, UFOs, train wrecks, truck fires, warehouse fires, classified documents like they keep finding all over the place. So there was now a second Biden residence, or third, I can't even keep track at this point, raided just yesterday or the day before. Um, it was a planned raid. I probably shouldn't say raid because people would think they actually went and did no. This was like a planned, coordinated. The FBI went to go hide the documents for Biden, pretty much but and then warehouse fires, truck fires. How many more chemical fires are we going to have? Now there was that thing in Kissimmee, Florida today. I got to check up on that after this video. See, the thing is, the Democrats need Biden gone, but not quite yet. I think most of these diversions are intended to just muddy Joe Biden up enough that he won't run again for 2024. For a while, and in past videos, I questioned, do they want to get rid of him now? Or is this just really about forcing him out for 2024 so they could bring in someone else? The Democrats, to do it, are going to need chaos on both sides because otherwise they're going to have to explain all the Joe Biden failures and the brain farts and the classified documents and the Ukraine stuff. And I mean, it just never ends. And by the way, I've actually heard open source reported Benny Johnson came out the other day saying pretty much the same thing. He believes it's Obama Clinton or Clinton Obama, however the hell you want to look at it. So on the Republican side, they need a weak candidate like DeSantis, Haley, Pompeo, fill in the blank, whoever the hell is going to decide to run. This way they could try to muddy up Trump while they muddy up Biden, and then they can bring in this all female ticket, right? A black woman, a white woman, that's the Democrat thing. And here's the thing, they also need to distract us from election security and talking about that. So we'll bring in balloons and UFOs and train wrecks and truck fires and warehouse fires. I'm waiting for the bearded lady to come out. You know what I mean? This is like Circus Soleil uh, kind of stuff here. And I think for me, the benefit of an Obama Clinton, and they hate each other, by the way, which is kind of interesting, but to save their own asses, you know, uh, nobody's going to question this all female ticket that they had the chance to win. It's a first and a first, right? Black woman, white woman, president, vice president, we got all the things. Uh, if Donald Trump is running, it makes it a lot more difficult for them, which is why I think they need to do the best they can to muddy him up. And like I said, if they could create the chaos on both sides, they could just do what they do best and point the finger to the other side. Oh, but look at Donald Trump and this and that, and the media will run with that and run cover for him. So that's how I look at that. And don't think that DeSantis, that little scummer, isn't a willing participant. And Haley and Nikki Haley, just a little side note, she's mandating vaccine status to attend her rallies. Not that anybody's going to go, but you get the point. So, and just the thing, when I say, and I say it a lot, that we're living in a clown world, what I'm saying is that we are living through the world's largest psyop. And sadly, a lot of people still, they just don't see it. And, another thing to think about is Joe Biden is so damaged now already, right? Think about it. You really think that people are going to vote for that? He allowed, if we believe the public narrative, he allowed this balloon, the lowest form of technology, to float all the way across the country collecting data, and then decides to shoot it down, probably after it transferred everything over to China and everything else. You really think that people are going to vote for him? Well, or the documents being found all over the place. You really think that people are gonna vote for somebody that reckless with classified information? And I know what you're thinking, but Hillary Clinton and the server in her closet, yeah. But that's where a lot of these other distractions come in. They're going to wow it with the Obama. And that's kind of why I think, I think the problem is if you were to take any of those two women and try to run them on their own, I think you get nowhere. Everybody hates Hillary Clinton. She has issues of her own, right? But the Obamas, people are enamored with the Obamas. So if you could get her in there, but the problem is with Michelle Obama, we have zero political experience. So if you compare someone super popular, at least with the left, like Michelle Obama, with someone unpopular but experienced like a Clinton, and it's an all-female ticket, I think I could see a situation where Democrats think that that's a win. And think about it. A lot of people said that had they known about the Hunter Biden laptop and the details of the Hunter Biden laptop, they would have never voted for Joe Biden. And now we have this House investigation that's about to start looking into the Hunter Biden laptop. You don't, so if you think that Joe Biden is compromised now, how badly damaged do you think that Joe Biden's going to be after this House investigation? So I think that the Democrats realize this and need to do whatever they can to get rid of him. I think they want to wait to kind of ruin him because it serves their purpose. It gets rid of him, right? But not quite yet, because Kamala Harris might be even worse for them. They could hide the dummy right now, and he's got the sympathy, I guess. Kamala Harris is just, I mean, she might really, she might actually be worse than Biden. Maybe not, well, maybe actually, I was going to say maybe not as far as cognitive stuff goes, but I mean, that fucking cackle. She can't be serious like ever. And then it's just the idiotic things that she says. I mean, so she's another one, really. I mean, uh, I think she might actually hurt the Democrat Party more. So, I'm kind of thinking now that they will try to drag this out as long as possible with Joe Biden. Uh, Probably just going to keep dropping stories until he decides to resign. Or not run, I should say, not run again in 2024. I think if Joe Biden was to come out tomorrow and say that he wasn't going to run in 2024, I think all these balloons, fires, and all this wacko false flag stuff would automatically go away. And then they would turn the gun on to Trump and get DeSantis and Pence and Haley and all the jackasses out there to try to muddy him up. Um, you know, as I said, the Democrats know a, for cognitive reasons, Joe Biden ain't going to make, is barely going to make it until 24. He certainly isn't going to make it after that. So they need a candidate. And then not only that, after the House is done muddying him up, he don't have a chance in hell, even stealing it. And yes, they are going to do the old stunts that they did, but you still need to sell it, right? I don't think they could even sell a Biden Harris ticket in 2024. And then the other problem is like if let's just say he was to decide to run, um, what do you do about Harris, right? And you're not going to say that Harris would be a good pick to do again. And then getting rid of her, it kind of looks a little, oh, you fired the black lady. That doesn't look very good. I mean, and then in the same breath, if you replace the black lady with a black, it would kind of, I don't know. I just don't think that that is um, a very good alternative for them. Although I could see a scenario where they replaced, well, no, because you would need to get to after 2024. So that doesn't work either. No, see, I think they're gonna hold out and try to keep him in there until 2024, and then run the other two knuckleheads. But that's all I have to say here. Hopefully you enjoyed the show today. If you did, do me a favor, please hit the like and share button. It helps with the algorithms. These are all new channels. Every time somebody hits a like button, it gives me more exposure. News update for the trolls, by the way, you little jackasses on BitChute. This one jerk off that likes to hit the downvote button. It helps me, pal. Keep doing it. Thank you. And don't forget to check out our sponsor for the show today, CBD Gummies, American grown hemp CBD gummies. They're now legal in all 50 states, and you can find them at kofefi.click/gummies, kofefi.click/gummies. Thank you. Until next time.